Really try to get the police to talk to me and look at this document, and it is PDF Twitter attacks underscore sample 2017, I think. It's like a file. It's in I have a copy of this file. I'm going to send this along with, again, it's PDF Twitter attacks underscore sample 2017. And this is basically a document I compiled of the different attacks. Like, I pulled out screenshots of just, I don't know, anything that gave me an idea who this person was. Things that they said, specific things, like not general attacks, but you're not an editor or an actor. I was taking acting classes at Santa Monica College. I'm sorry, but what you do when you, okay. The end of Laura Ann Tull, the lazy money stealing stalker. I never stole anybody's money. You're talking about my parents? I didn't want their money. I didn't even know if they had money to give me. Like, all of a sudden they're giving me money. I wanted to keep working. I don't know where you get the idea I was a thief. I was a Phi Beta Kappa honor student who had a full scholarship to college. Unless, I don't know, it's like this person's perspective on what honesty is warped. 2017, the end of Laura Ann Tull, the lazy money stealing stalker. You're not an editor or actor. Your family's been kind to you and you're lying. I've known you since you were a kid. No one has known me since I was a kid. My parents were incredibly reclusive. I lived in Lutherville, Maryland. Who is this person to say they've known me since I was a kid? Because literally, I moved out of my parents' house when I was 18. I went away to college. I didn't keep in touch with my parents, really. I wanted them out of my life. I went to grad school. Well, my parents were not kind to me. Were they in my house? Because my parents never had anybody over, or rarely did. I mean, this sounds like Amelia. How do you get a job? Because Amelia was in my life as a kid, but she knew me as a kid, but she didn't know me every day. I saw her when I was a child, and then periodically she'd appear back in my life, but she wasn't in my life every day. She didn't meet my teachers. She didn't know my friends in high school. She didn't know what I was doing every day in my life. How about you get a job? If you go on welfare, you'll be committing fraud. Not for long, you won't have a job. Twitter will be gone too. Like, in order to send your report, I reported every single one of these accounts. Some of these accounts are still up. Everyone knows you're dying. Won't be on a set anytime soon because you're too sick. Okay, if I'm sick and dying, how can I get a job? If everyone knows that I can get my debt cleared and die here in LA, fight and make movies, you can't have it both ways. Here's hoping that 2016 is in view forever. Everyone is forgetting Zaza. She's one of the original Moulin Rouge's Tough of Evil. Rip, Zaza Gabor. Why can't 2016 just take you? It's not like we notice. Over and over again. You're racist, sexist, anti-gay, and anti-Semitic, so don't talk. I voted for Obama. How can I be sexist? I don't want to get married and have children with some asshole who's a misogynist. Anti-gay? No. I'm not gay, but that doesn't mean I'm anti-gay. Anti-Semitic. I'm anti-Israeli, controlling all of Israel. I'm anti-Zionist because Palestine has the right to exist. I'm not anti-Semitic because 2% Jewish. Dung beetles overshine you. It isn't hard. You're not an actor either. No one wants to hire you, so you aren't an actor. Well, I've got news for everyone. The only reason I want to be hired as an actor, I'm so tired of this bully, I'm an actor. Sorry, you want to freaking drive me crazy, but I got a theater degree. I got A's in school. If you've known me since I was a kid, then you would know that my theater professor in McDaniel College helped me get on internship at Roundhouse Theater. Actually, I got an interview at Yale for theater admin, and then I wanted to be sensible about the acting. I didn't want to give it up. I wanted to have a job working around actors so I could still do acting while having a job where I was making money. I'm an actress. Nudity in California is not unlawful, but what these two women are doing is seeking sex. That's a crime. Such a Puritan. Who are you to define porn? The courts don't do that. You're a censorship bully. That's why we need you gone. The courts don't do that. Yes, they do. The courts have defined obscenity. I wrote a paper on obscenity law in grad school. I was going to throw this away, but maybe I should keep it. Your father doesn't want you to be an actress, so you're not. My father has the right to tell me whether or not I'm going to be an actor? This was in 2016. I mean, seriously, my father doesn't want me to be an actor. You're a weirdo. Eric Dane called me that. Maybe you should stop stalking actors and producers. They also told the government. Okay, so the U.S. government, I want to be an actor and I want to work in the industry, so I'm not allowed to even associate with anybody in the industry. Because guess what? They're protected from me. I have a theater degree. I have a Master of Performing Arts Management. I was a responsible person. I was an ethical person who trained to work in the entertainment industry. And I've got Lee Kabarian telling me he's working on productions in Montana. But as far as he's concerned, he needs me to keep me away from the actors. I'm never forced. I don't ask men out. I don't hit on men. I've never stalked. Really, honestly, I have never stalked anyone. I've been protecting myself the entire time. I've been trying to figure out who this person is who's been attacking me the entire time. I'm sick and tired of living in a police state. I was a beautiful woman who was an ugly kid because my parents didn't allow me to be beautiful. That's what people need to understand. You look at pictures when I was young and then pictures when I was by myself here in California. I became a beautiful woman. And you guys snuffed that out. Maybe you should stop stalking. They told the government. I have a question, U.S. government. Are you preventing me from being an actor? Because I have a theater degree and Master of Performing Arts Management, in which case I want you to give me the value of the years that I spent in college getting those degrees, and I'm not allowed to use them. Because you're not going to force me to work in law as a lawyer. I do not fit in the law legal community. I was happy running lines with actors. I was good at it. You've caused us misery. It's just payback. How? I'm never going to understand why some people want to cause other people misery. It is not in my want to destroy the dreams micro poetry. You cause us misery. It's just payback. How did I cause somebody misery? My parents have a house with a pool in the backyard. Is it my cousins who want their money maybe? I don't know. You're not my father. Frankly, your attacks cost my jobs and work, preventing me from not. Laura doesn't. Fuck. You know, I'm actually saying Laura as though I'm not me. You know, it's driving me crazy to put it to the point where I'm actually thinking of myself as a non-entity. But in a screeching hag like you, Frank denies ever dating you. He ended up stalking me, I think, after this. Frank denies ever dating you. My Amelia met Frank. Is this someone from my law school? Like, who is this attacking me over and over again? Someone who knew me my entire childhood. Someone who says they know Frank. Amelia met Frank. I don't know if Amelia and Frank exchanged contact information. They've been in touch. The only love you get is from a bottle. I don't drink. I haven't had alcohol since 2014. I have never been a drunk. Like, actually never. Because I can't handle alcohol. I drink half a bottle of wine, I throw up and start getting sick. I don't know if it has to do with my yeast allergy. I have never been able, I've never been able to be a drunk. Like, it just wouldn't happen for me because it just makes me too ill. No one likes you. Blake, rather you never talk to him again. They're talking, I mean, here's the thing. They act like they've talked to Blake. Like, I'm supposedly the stalker, yet this person said they've known me my entire life. And yet they've gone around and talked to actors who knew me out here in Hollywood. That's a stalker, not me. Like, I wish the government would take this document and actually figure out who this person was doing this to me. Oh, yeah, and then they included Patrick Dempsey, faces of him, like, giving me the raspberry. And Hollywood ruled by elite group, you aren't part of it. You aren't working anything. I was working for months making money as an actor because I was good at it, thank you very much. No one cares if you get hurt. Yeah, I already figured that one out. You want me to have friends and a family, but then no one gives a shit. Was disabled. The cast thought you were a weirdo. The cast, Eli Stone, you mean? Or Grey's Anatomy? Yeah, they were talking to Cynthia Youngblood. Part of me thought this was Cynthia Youngblood doing this to me. Bet you couldn't wait for you to get out. I don't know what that is for. I don't know what the response was that. See you pretend to be royalty, but you're just white trash from Arizona. I'm not from Arizona. I'm from Maryland. My parents live in Arizona. This is one of those things where it's like, you couldn't have known me since I was a kid. If you knew me as a kid, you would have known I was from Maryland. So it can't be Amelia. Even when I had cancer, I went to see a King Tut exhibit in LA with alumni, note card dated. Too bad you still have it. If you know I have cancer, or doctors, do you need to tell me, or that is malpractice lawsuit? You look like a junkie. Whoever this person is, they're lying through half of this. They claim that they know me, but then I grew up in Maryland, not Arizona. It's weird stuff like this. Like, I think this was someone who was hired by maybe a fixer in the industry to come after me and attack me over and over and over again. Or someone just obsessed with me. Like Lee Ryder, Lee Kabarian, this Cassandra woman, someone with the industry. Because I'm not from Arizona, I'm from Maryland.